Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. Welcome to this session on ghost tangles, and we are already down couple of tiles, have been practicing ghost tangles, how to create that kind of an effect on your tile using various tools and supplies. Yes, let's get started with today's session. Also, I am working on a Zendala tile. So today I am going to be starting with the tangle called found about. Yes, so I'm going to be starting. You can always start with a border if you want. I'm just starting right away from one side of my tile, drawing these double lines almost perpendicular to each other, something like this, and then adding a nice S shape, something like this. I'm using my micron pen, drawing behind now, giving an effect of the petals overlapping, something like this. I'm going to add a few more closely. You can even draw behind if you want. Take your time. And a small one there, and then again add a nice S stroke. Tangle found about, a comparatively new tangle to draw, and then come back, draw behind. Yes, something like this, wherever you can. Yeah, so I'm going to add a few more, probably one more probably. Yeah. So this and this are almost perpendicular to each other. Slowly take your time. Add the nice S shape like this. Same thing on the other side. And then draw behind. Complete the petals. Whatever little you can draw behind, just give that effect. Yes, something like this. You can add something here in between. Let's see if we want to add tipple or we want to ink those spaces. We shall see that. Let's move on to our next tangle, which will be somewhat derived from the tangle muka, but it has a fat body, the tangle called Zeraf. So I'm going to add a few of them randomly. You can take it any which ways, anywhere you want. Nice and beautiful shapes, hollow inside. You can draw the way you wish to. Yeah. And then I'm going to add a few with my jelly roll. Yeah. So I'm going to add a few with my jelly roll. So go up like this and then come down, and then the hollow, probably one here, come down, and the hollow. Yes, so those will be ghost. Some of them I'm going to extend my found about a little with my jelly roll also, to give the same kind of an effect. Yes, I think by now you know. So adding a few layers, extending a little more like this, and you can do that for all. Make sure you don't put your hands on the jelly roll immediately after drawing, so you need to give it a little time. Yes, so inside these I'm going to first use my pen to add any texture tangle that you like. So I've started with Shattuck, but you can choose any tangle. Even Printums would look pretty nice, or any texture tangle that you feel like. I'm going to fill up the inside like this. Yes, slowly, take your time. One end to the other, or you can stop in between. Whichever way you like to draw your Shattuck, that's fine. No hard and fast rules there. So I'm going to do this exercise inside all of these spaces, the stomachs of my mookas, whatever you want to call it. The tangle is also called Zeraf. Yeah. So very tiny in between spaces can be filled up. Yes. And if they are bigger, then you can add some orbs, you can add some Bronx cheers, whatever you feel like, that's fine. Yes, so I am adding some Bronx cheers here because here the spaces are a little bigger. I don't want to be inking it. So adding an orb, filling it in, but filling it in such a fashion that there is a highlight and there are few empty spaces so that the orbs kind of stand out. You can switch between pens as you do that, so you can again switch to your O1 because spaces are pretty small, so finer nib helps better. Yes, again small little very tiny spaces, you can comfortably go there and ink it. A little bigger space, you can add orbs. So I'm going to add some orbs here. Take your time, do that exercise throughout. Yes, so I'm going to do this here also. Add these nice orbs. So I'm still going ahead and adding some orbs or Bronx cheers wherever I have some empty spaces. As I mentioned, you can use any other filler tangle, but this will add drama to your tile and that's why I'm using it. I'm again going to use my jelly roll and add Shattuck inside here also. I'm not pushing it too hard so that the lines are a little finer because this is a bold nib. Yes, again I'm going to do the same here. So this will cover up some of the black, so you may have to redo the lines after you have used your jelly roll. Yes, let's now extend our tile a little more. So I'm going to add some more tangles such as the moon pie. Again, I'm shifting to my PN. Added a slight small moon there. Adding Knightsbridge. Adding another aura. Some bit of inking there. Adding some orbs. And adding another aura like this. The Tangle moon pie. Yes, you can add one with your jelly roll here. The same tangle, drawing behind whatever is visible. Yes. And then probably you can add it at one more place, probably here. Yes. So time to extend our tangle a little more. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to be adding some fescues in the rest of my tile. Randomly. You can add some big ones. So part of it would be with my pen and partly it will be with the jelly roll to give the ghost tangle effect. Yes, so let's do that. Let's add fescues. Some big ones, small ones, whichever way you like it, coming from both sides. You can vary the shape any which ways you want. Yes, so I've drawn a couple of them. Now let us go ahead and aura. Yes, so I'm going to add a close aura. Mimic whatever shapes I have. Something like this. Adding a slight border, close border. And then I'm going to switch to my jelly roll. Be patient as you do this exercise because the auras have to be close enough. Yes, don't put your hands on the jelly roll immediately after tangling. Keep the auras as close as possible. And now I'm going to go down. Outline whatever spaces I have, the shapes, the way they are. And then I'm going to switch to my black again. Yes. So this can be a lot of fun. So here I'm just filling up this space the way it is and then joining these, again coming back till here, again picking up my jelly roll, adding a close aura. Take your time, slowly do the exercise. I'm just auraing the fescue and I'm going to add one or two more layers of aura. Yes, so this space is again to be filled up like this only, very tiny spaces in between. Just add some jelly roll there, very tiny spaces here. Yes, again I'm going to start here. Again here's a tiny space here. Just you can add an orb if the space is a little bigger, and adding the second layer of aura now, like this. Now I'm going to add some orbs and also add some bit of rounding here and there, or extra ink. Yes, we have done that. You can add some extra ink at places. Make sure the in between spaces are black, taken care of. Again switching my pen to jelly roll, close aura, add some bit of weight here and there, especially at turnings. Looks nice. Again small spaces, so I'm enclosing this space, segregating it from the rest. Again you can add some weights at the turnings. Take your time. Yes, done with that exercise. Let's now add some orbs. So I don't want to add another layer of aura, so I'm adding some tipple, big, small, whichever way you like it. If you want, you can add some more auras, that's entirely your choice. Yes, you can also keep some of the spaces empty and just add further auras like these. Even that looks nice. Yes, can even add ink. Again, you can either enclose the space by one more aura or just straight away add orbs. Big, small, the way you like it. This version of tipple, it's an excellent filler and acts as a beautiful background. It's very subtle. Yes, excellent for ghosting. Again, I don't know if ghosting is a word. Ghost tangling. Yes. So again you have some spaces here, so aura, but you want to switch the pens, adding one more layer here and adding some orbs, filling it in with orbs. Yes, so either you can add some more layers or you can just now go ahead and add orbs. If you want, you can add some more aura with your pen. Like this. Yes, just make sure you add some bit of extra ink here and there. Looks nice. Yeah, Now any tiny little spaces left in here and there, just add some bit of gray and it will take care of it. So I think we are done with our tangling. Now let us move ahead and shade. First let us shade our Zeraf, a nice version of mocha. Some here. Take your time. Don't add too much. Yes. Moving on to the last one here. I will not shade the ghost tangle. You can add very slight touches at times, like I did in one of my previous tiles where I drew narwhal, but again it's optional. You generally don't want to shade your ghost tangles and let them be in the background, very subtle. Yeah, I'm now moving on to my foundabout. Slight touches here under the line. You can shade the way you wish to. No hard and fast rules there. Spaces are small, so you don't want to add too much. You can shade the center stem. Slight touch here. Not much. What is already there on your stub may be sufficient to touch that much. So I'll do exactly the same for the others. Yes, blend, but don't blend too much. You want the whites also to be visible. There's some space left here which I think we forgot to add Bronx chairs here. Yeah. So just a slight touch here. Not much. Again, blend. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else to our foundabout. A little touch on your moon pies. Look beautiful. It's a beautiful way to enhance the look. Just adding a slight touch at the ends here. You can touch the ends throughout, in fact, if you want. Not much, just a slight touch. Yes. Again, as I said, if you just want to give slight touches, you can, but generally you would avoid doing that for ghost tangles. Now, time to redo some of the lines since we have used the jelly roll. So, wherever your lines are in contact with the jelly roll, it may have gone a little hazy, so I'm just adding a little extra zen there, adding a little weight here, yes, to add a dimension, just a little weight here and there. So this adds great dimension, and that's why I'm doing that. Now you might want to use the chalk at a few places. Make sure your chalk pencil is sharp enough. Mine has gone too small, probably time to replace it. But this works wonder as far as holding and applying in small spaces is concerned. Yeah, so I'm just highlighting the other half. One side is dark. Make sure it is dark enough so that the contrast is visible. Yes, and highlighting the other side. Yeah, and that's about it. I don't think we need to do anything else. Now in these ghost tangles, one or two orbs you can highlight. I don't think they will look bad. Something like this. Very big ones. Just converting it into black pearls. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else here. So if you're not able to draw your Bronx chairs nicely in one go, then you can always, highlight it with your jelly roll. Although it is not required here, but if you want, you can give touches with your jelly roll. But I don't think it is required here, but that's a good idea. If you think they are not prominent enough, make sure there is no spaces left in between. And we are done. Let's close our tile here. Put in your chop or write your name. So I'm going to close my tile here. Do write in a comment, sign and date your tile always. Hold it at an arm's length. Appreciate it. I shall see you again with few more sessions, 2 or 3 more sessions on ghost tangles. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.